As we age, our priorities and needs change significantly. What once seemed tolerable or manageable might no longer be so. This is particularly true when it comes to the people we surround ourselves with. Old age is a time when peace of mind, emotional security, and physical well-being take precedence over everything else. For these reasons, it becomes critical to reassess who you allow into your life. While family connections often come with an expectation of unconditional acceptance, there are times when even family members may need to be avoided for your own well-being. This may sound harsh, but it is a reality supported by countless case studies and psychological insights. Imagine spending your golden years in constant stress, battling toxic relationships, or compromising your emotional health just to keep the peace. This is not how anyone should live out their later years. Studies from leading geriatric psychologists reveal that toxic relationships are among the leading contributors to stress and depression in older adults. For instance, a report by the American Psychological Association highlights that older adults in high-stress relationships have a 40% higher risk of developing chronic illnesses like hypertension or heart disease. This means that the company you keep directly impacts your health in measurable ways. The first category of people to avoid in old age is the constant critic. These individuals never seem to offer a kind word and often belittle your achievements or choices, making you feel inadequate. Their remarks can have a profound impact, particularly during a stage of life when self-esteem and confidence may already be vulnerable. Research published in the Journal of Aging Studies highlights that older adults exposed to persistent verbal criticism from close relatives reported lower life satisfaction and increased anxiety levels. Criticism, especially when it is unwarranted or excessive, has the potential to chip away at your sense of self-worth and diminish your overall well-being. This makes it all the more important to take active steps to protect yourself from such negativity. Surrounding yourself with supportive and encouraging individuals is crucial, as constant exposure to critical behavior can lead to feelings of isolation and depression. When negativity pervades conversations, it creates an environment where joy and contentment are replaced by doubt and frustration. Even if the person causing this distress is a family member, setting clear boundaries becomes essential for your emotional health. This might involve reducing the time spent with them or addressing the issue directly but kindly, making your need for respect and positivity clear. Preserving your emotional well-being in old age requires recognizing and avoiding interactions that drain your energy and self-esteem. It is better to invest in relationships that uplift and inspire you rather than tolerate those that consistently bring you down. By distancing yourself from constant critics, you prioritize your mental health and create space for happiness and peace. The quality of your relationships significantly influences your overall sense of fulfillment, so choosing carefully whom to engage with becomes one of the most valuable decisions you can make. Next are the manipulators. These individuals possess a remarkable ability to exploit emotions, often using guilt or a sense of obligation to achieve their goals. As people grow older, they may become more susceptible to manipulation due to their strong desire to maintain harmony and avoid conflict within relationships. A study conducted by the National Institute on Aging revealed that older adults are significantly more likely to comply with the demands of manipulative family members, primarily because of a fear of conflict or social isolation. Unfortunately, this tendency to acquiesce can result in serious consequences, including financial exploitation, emotional distress, and even physical exhaustion. One real-life example involved an elderly woman in Michigan who was persistently pressured by her son to provide him with money. Over time, her financial resources became severely depleted, leaving her unable to afford essential medical care. This situation exemplifies how manipulators can take advantage of a loved one's kindness and trust, leading to devastating outcomes. Recognizing such harmful patterns of behavior is the first step toward addressing the problem effectively. Manipulators often use subtle tactics, making it difficult to identify their true intentions. However, if you notice recurring feelings of guilt, pressure, or discomfort after interacting with someone, it may indicate manipulation. Taking a stand against manipulators is essential for safeguarding your well-being. While it may feel uncomfortable or even selfish, prioritizing your emotional and financial health is vital for maintaining a balanced and secure life. This might involve setting clear boundaries, seeking support from trusted friends or professionals, or, in extreme cases, limiting contact with a manipulative individual. By asserting yourself and refusing to succumb to manipulation, you reclaim control over your life and create a healthier environment that fosters respect and mutual understanding. Protecting yourself is not selfish, it is necessary. Another group of people to avoid includes those who drain your energy without giving anything in return. These are often described as emotional vampires. They come to you with their problems, expect you to solve them, and leave you feeling drained and exhausted. This kind of one-sided relationship is particularly harmful in old age when your energy levels might not be what they once were. A case study conducted by the University of California focused on older adults in caregiving roles. It found that 70% of participants reported feeling burned out from relationships where they were always giving but never receiving support. This imbalance can lead to feelings of resentment and emotional fatigue. It is okay to prioritize relationships that are reciprocal and let go of those that leave you feeling depleted. The fourth category to approach with caution is the perpetual pessimist. These individuals consistently view the world through a lens of negativity and often pull others into their spiral of despair. Their tendency to focus on what is wrong rather than what is possible can be emotionally draining, especially in old age, when maintaining a positive outlook becomes crucial for overall well-being. Spending time with pessimists can subtly but significantly alter your own perspective, making it harder to find joy or motivation in daily life. Research published in the International Journal of Geriatric Psychiatry revealed that older adults who frequently interacted with pessimistic individuals were at a higher risk of developing symptoms of depression. This finding underscores the potentially harmful impact such relationships can have on mental health. Mental health challenges in older age are particularly concerning because they are often overlooked or untreated, leaving individuals to cope with feelings of sadness or hopelessness in silence. Pessimists can exacerbate this issue by reinforcing negative thoughts, creating an environment where optimism and resilience struggle to thrive. Over time, the influence of a perpetual pessimist can erode your emotional strength, making it harder to enjoy the present or plan for the future. To safeguard your happiness and well-being, it is essential to be mindful of the company you keep. Surrounding yourself with people who inspire, support, and uplift you is a far better investment in your emotional health. Positive relationships foster feelings of hope, contentment, and confidence, all of which are vital for maintaining a fulfilling and balanced life. By choosing to distance yourself from pessimists, you take an important step toward creating a life filled with optimism and possibility, ensuring that your later years are as enriching and joyful as they can be. Finally, there are the users. These individuals maintain relationships solely for personal gain, often exploiting others for financial or material benefits. In old age, such behavior can become alarmingly common, as older adults may be more vulnerable due to their trust in loved ones and desire to support those they care about. Financial exploitation is the most frequent form of elder abuse, as highlighted by data from the National Center on Elder Abuse, which reports that approximately 1 in 10 older adults experience some form of mistreatment. This exploitation often occurs at the hands of close family members, making it even more painful and difficult to address. One real-life example involves a retired teacher in Florida who discovered that her grandson had been using her credit card without permission for several months. The betrayal not only caused significant financial strain but also inflicted deep emotional pain, shaking her confidence in the relationships she had valued. Situations like these underscore the importance of vigilance and proactive measures to protect yourself from individuals who prioritize their own interests over your well-being. Trust is an invaluable asset in old age, and preserving it requires careful discernment in choosing whom to rely on. If someone consistently demonstrates a willingness to take advantage of your generosity or betrays your trust repeatedly, it is essential to take decisive action. This might mean limiting contact, refusing financial requests, or seeking legal or professional assistance to safeguard your assets. Distancing yourself from users is not an act of selfishness but rather a necessary step to protect your emotional and financial health. By surrounding yourself with genuine, supportive relationships, you can foster an environment of mutual respect and care, ensuring a more secure and fulfilling life in your later years. The common thread among all these categories is the harm they bring to your emotional, physical, or financial well-being. Avoiding these individuals does not mean you must cut ties entirely or create dramatic confrontations. Instead, it is about setting boundaries that protect your health and happiness. For instance, if a family member is overly critical, you might limit your interactions with them or choose to engage only in neutral settings. If someone is manipulative, being firm and clear about your own boundaries can help you regain control of the relationship. In cases of financial exploitation, seeking legal advice or involving a trusted third party can make a significant difference. It is important to recognize that prioritizing your well-being is not selfish. On the contrary, it is a necessary step to ensure that your later years are as fulfilling and peaceful as possible. Old age should be a time of enjoying the fruits of your labor, nurturing meaningful relationships, and cherishing your own company. Letting go of toxic people, even when they are family, is a powerful way to reclaim your happiness. As the saying goes, you cannot pour from an empty cup. By protecting your emotional and physical health, you put yourself in the best position to live a life filled with joy and contentment. When making these decisions, it is also helpful to seek support from trusted friends, counselors, or community groups. They can provide an objective perspective and help you navigate difficult conversations. Remember that change takes time, and it is okay to take small steps towards creating a healthier environment for yourself. The ultimate goal is to surround yourself with people who respect, support, and uplift you. These are the relationships that truly matter and make life worth living. In short, the people you surround yourself with in old age have a profound impact on your quality of life. Whether they are constant critics, manipulators, emotional vampires, perpetual pessimists, or users, distancing yourself from these harmful influences is essential. By prioritizing your own well-being and setting healthy boundaries, you can create a life filled with positivity, peace, and purpose. Even when it involves family members, choosing to protect your happiness is an act of self-respect. Your golden years should be a time of joy, not a period weighed down by toxic relationships. It is never too late to make choices that lead to a better, brighter future.